Hello and welcome to Lord of the Board. My name is Sam Smith and today we are going to be doing a holiday guide on some of the games that I would really recommend for you to get for your family this Christmas or even your friends, basically anybody. These are just games that I have played personally that I recommend and that I really enjoy. Games that I don't think are too complicated for really anyone. I mean, you're definitely going to watch this list and hopefully you will find at least one game that will work to give to somebody this holiday season. But with that, let's go ahead and dive right in to my first pick. Now, the first pick that I've got is a game called SIMILO. Now, this is a small little game. It comes in a couple of different sets. You've got the Fables version, I've got the Myths version, and the History edition here. And this is just a stack of cards with beautiful, beautiful artwork. And the goal of the game is to have one person that's going to be the clue giver and the rest of the players are going to be the guessers. And so this can really go up to any player count. And the clue giver is going to see a secret card and he's going to shuffle that secret card along with some of the other cards in the deck. And he's going to lay them out and have to give clues, basically saying whether the card that they're showing is similar to that secret card or not similar to that secret card. And basically all of the guessers have to work together to slowly deduct all of the pictures out of the equation until only the secret card is remaining, and then everybody wins. Or if they remove it, everybody loses. But it's a super easy game to teach and is super fun, and it can literally be for anyone this holiday season. Now, if you want a really good two-player game, maybe to give to a couple or something to that effect, this game is perfect. You're basically going to be playing a Tetris type game where you're going to be spending buttons to attempt to get shapes and then placing those shapes on your board slowly as your player marker is going to be going up the track. And as it goes up, you're going to be able to collect more buttons based on what buttons are available on your board. How many times can I say buttons during this? And the player at the end of the game with the most buttons is going to win, and it's going to be the player that was able to really balance the amount of buttons they're spending versus what shapes they're going to be buying, or what patches I should say. And the game really comes together so nicely. It's a really beautiful little box, a little beautiful product, and it's super, super fun at two players. I would recommend this for any couple looking to get a game this holiday season. And now we've got another family game for the list. This is Minecraft Builders and Biomes. Now the reason why I put this on the list is one, because it's actually a really fun game, but two, because this is a theme that can connect with a ton of kids. And in my experience, if a kid likes a game's theme, they're going to be 100% down to actually learn how the game works. Minecraft Builders and Biomes has a mixture of everything that players will do in Minecraft. You can dig for resources, you can collect them on this really cool little cube that symbolizes what resources you can get. You can fight mobs, you can also put together buildings, and you're basically just trying to have the most victory points by the end of the game. And every single time that I played this, it's been a thrilling experience, and it's just really, really easy and simple to understand, especially if you've played the digital game before. Now, if you are looking for a family game, but maybe something a little less head-to-head than Minecraft Builders and Biomes is, we've got Back to the Future, Back in Time. Now, another great, beautiful game, but this one's actually cooperative, so you can work together as friends or as family in order to defeat the game, choosing one of the characters from the Back to the Future franchise. This is a really, really fun game that I have taught and also brought many into the hobby because of. Players don't necessarily have to know Back to the Future to enjoy this game. The game itself is solid. It's super, super fun to play. But if you do know the theme, this game will reward you for knowing, and it really has so many little Easter eggs within it. But the game itself is trying to put together all of these very particular things. You're trying to get the DeLorean at a certain space. You're trying to make sure that Biff is not in the way of Marty's parents. You're trying to make sure that all of these things come together before the timer stops. It is a super thrilling, thematic experience, very easy to teach, and I would recommend it to anybody this holiday season. And my last game on the list is the only one that I would say is a little bit, it's getting a little bit more complicated with rules set. Well, this is a game that I would recommend to kind of up your gaming. This is SMALLWORLD, but this is a very particular version of SMALLWORLD called Small World of Warcraft. Now, SMALLWORLD, I like to say, is the better version of Risk, or the more gamers version of Risk, but within it is so much fun moments where you're basically taking over this big land, and there's just not enough room for multiple players to have control over it. And so you're going to be playing a game of area control where you're going to be taking land, and players are going to be taking the land back from you. But probably the most unique thing, and the thing that makes the SMALLWORLD series so cool, is the fact that at the beginning you're going to be choosing a race and ability combo that was randomized, and there is so many of them. You could be the flying goblins, or the rich goblins, or you could be the bomb dwarves. I mean, there's so many different options of things that you could be, and they're all going to be random every game, and you never really know who wins up until the end, which is another reason why I would definitely suggest it for families, because you're not going to have anybody thinking that they lost the game just because they lost a battle. You never know the true winner until the very end. And so that is really it. I really appreciate that you took the time to watch this video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment as well as like down below. If you have any questions on these games or anything, you can always contact me through any of my social medias. All of those links will be in the description down below as well. But that is it for the video. Happy holidays, and with that, let's go ahead and drop the beat.